What's up guys? So today a bit of a different video. I'm going to sit down and talk about the top 5 mistakes that a beginner lifter makes when they first join the gym. Right, number 1 is not eating enough and worried about putting on too much body fat and trying to stay lean. When a beginner first joins the gym, they're in this magical state where they can lose body fat and put on muscle at the same time. When you're at this stage, I wouldn't even consider like going for a cut or whatever. I'd just push food as high as possible, because you're very likely to overspill and put on a lot of body fat, purely because your metabolism will be very high at this stage. And also as well, when you're putting on muscle, you will also be burning body fat. I've had a few clients who have like joined with me and are brand new to the gym, and we've been able to push food so high without them gaining body fat. They've lost body fat and they've basically stayed at the same weight but put on muscle and lost the body fat that they've started with. Number 2, not following a program, whether this is nutrition or a workout program. So for me, from personal experience, I just used to go into the gym and train whatever. I used to just eat whatever. There was no structure. So I didn't know how many calories were going in. I was training the same body part like 2-3 times a week. The reason why you need to have some sort of structure is when you go into the gym and you're doing a proper body split, whether it's push pull legs, upper lower, you're less likely to have lagging body parts later on in your gym career, which would need to be rectified later on. And then also with calories, it goes without saying, you need to know how many calories you're putting into your body, just so you know whether to pull back a bit or up the calories. So for me, to stay structured, I order my meals from a meal prep company. The company's called My Lunchbox Meal Prep. The reason why I do this is because it just makes everything so much more convenient for me. I literally pull out my meal from the fridge and I chuck it into the microwave. This just helps me keep everything structured and sticking to my program basically. This could be helpful for people that struggle to get food in as well. So let's say you've ordered from My Lunchbox Meal Prep. You know you have all your meals in the fridge for this day. You literally know you have to eat each of these meals and get through them. If you do want to give these guys a try, my discount code is just Raj, and this will give you 15% off of My Lunchbox Meal Prep. If I had a bit more structure when I first started, I would have made gains way more quicker. And also, I wish I hired a coach at this stage, because I would have learned so much more. With hiring a coach, a lot of people might think it's a lot of money, especially when you're starting gym at a young age. But the knowledge that you gain from it stays with you forever. The knowledge that you learn about your own body stays with you forever. You'll know what works for your body best. Another thing about having structure and following a program is you're not left wondering whether what you're doing is right or wrong. So you literally know what boxes to tick every day, what you need to eat. You know, like, oh, tomorrow is a leg day, for example. You know exactly what you're doing on that leg day. Because I've had times where I've gone into the gym and I've said, oh, I'm going to do legs. Then it's like, right, I've done one leg exercise. Then I'm left wondering, what should I do next? It's just wasting time, you're procrastinating. One leg workout would be completely different to like another leg workout. So there would be no way that I can progressive overload. Point number 3 is not learning about mind to muscle connection and contracting the intended muscle you want to work out. So it's all well and good saying, oh, I want to go into the gym and train chest, but if your form isn't good and you can't feel the contraction in your chest, you could be working out more of your triceps or your shoulders. The 2 best ways to find out if you are doing something wrong is, like when you're in the workout, let's say you're doing a chest press, for example, and you can actually feel it in your chest, in your shoulders and triceps, then you're obviously doing this wrong. Another way is, let's say you've done a chest press or you've done a chest workout and your chest is not aching the next day and your triceps and shoulders are aching more the next day, then I feel like you need to be honest with yourself and just realise that your form isn't great and you need to sit down and have a look at your form, and also just try and get a better mind to muscle connection. This sounds really weird, but one way I've learned to get better mind to muscle connection is literally just focus as much as possible, close my eyes when I'm doing the exercise and just go through the exercise so slow. And if you think about that muscle contracting, then I feel like you can get a much better squeeze. Number 4 is training with low intensity. It's all well and good saying, oh, I go to the gym 5 days a week, but I could be going to the gym 5 days a week and just sitting around on my phone. You need to be going in and fully fatiguing yourself, fatiguing the muscle, wearing yourself out. Another part of making sure that your workouts are high intensity is getting your heart rate up. The reason why is because when your heart rate is high, it also means that you're burning more calories. Especially when you're a newbie gym goer, when you're burning more calories, you're in this newbie gain stage, so you'll be burning calories, losing body fat, and putting on muscle at the same time. High intensity also ties in again with having a program and having some sort of structure. If you don't have a workout plan, for example, then you don't know what exercise you need to do next. So let's say you've pushed really hard on leg press, for example. You're then, if you don't have structure and you don't know what you're doing next in your workout, you're just going to be pondering, what am I going to do next? Your heart rate goes down, the whole intensity goes down. You're not in the zone anymore. Whereas if I do a leg press and then I'm like, right, I need to do leg extension next, then straight away it's like bang, straight into the next exercise, and I'm keeping that heart rate up, I'm keeping the intensity up, and the leg doesn't have that much time to rest before I go from one exercise to the other. So it's all well and good having high intensity in the gym, but it's also very important to make sure you have rest days. So a lot of gym goers think that more is good, whereas sometimes you need to make sure that you're having enough rest days in place for your muscle to grow, because if you constantly keep hitting the muscle may not grow. And also your central nervous system needs time to recover as well. So for me, for example, I have a rest day either side of legs. The reason why is because I want to go into my leg day fully rested up, just because of how taxing it is on the body. And then also I want to have a rest day after, again, just because a leg day will fully exhaust your central nervous system, and you need to have, well, for me personally, I need to have a rest day after a leg day, just so then I can feel more strong going into the upper body. So number 5 is caring about what others think in the gym. So that's whether you're intimidated by the gym or ego lifting. So being intimidated, no one should be intimidated by going to the gym. Like everyone cares about themselves in the gym. Like if you're doing an exercise wrong, for example, okay, you might get a look for like 20 seconds, but people just jump back straight into what they're doing. That's all part of the process as well. Like everyone's done something wrong at some point. With ego lifting, I'd say everyone's been guilty of this, like at some point in their gym lives. Again, no one cares about what you lift in the gym. Like you should be lifting to what challenges you, but to the point where you're not sacrificing form and you're lifting safely. This ties into having a gym partner and gym spotter. When you're new to the gym, I'd fully recommend having someone to spot you, purely from a safety point of view, but also so you can challenge yourself to lift as much as possible and progressive overload as much as possible. One bonus one is, as cliche as it sounds, consistency. Like consistency is key. So a lot of people get disheartened by not seeing results in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever. Oh, I haven't lost this much weight in 2-3 weeks. I haven't put on this much muscle in this many weeks. But with gym, you've got to play the long game, because the way I think about it is every day you're getting 1% better. If you're ticking the boxes every day, you are definitely getting 1% better, and all those 1% add up to one whole bigger picture. And over, let's say, a 6-month period, if you are being consistent with your food, your diet, your supplementation, then that will all compound and you will definitely see a big difference in a 6-month period. One last point is, as a new gym goer, do not skip leg day. I know it hurts, I know it's horrible, it doesn't feel nice when you do it doesn't feel nice after, but legs are so important to train. Just to have a well-rounded body, the way it incorporates so many more muscles, not just legs, when you're working out, so like your core or your stabilization muscles, and also it increases things like testosterone and human growth hormone in your body as well. So as the saying goes, guys, do not skip leg day.